Introduction. The African continent, with its diverse landscapes, cultures, and economies, has long been a stage for geopolitical maneuvering, economic exploitation, and diplomatic intrigues. Amidst this intricate backdrop, the name Yevgeny Prigozhin emerges as a central figure, entwined in a complex web of reported interests and activities that have captured the attention of global observers. Often referred to as Putin's chef due to his culinary ventures and close association with the Russian government, Prigozhin's engagement in Africa goes far beyond the realm of gourmet cuisine. Instead, it delves into the realms of resource extraction, private military involvements, election meddling, and influence peddling, reflecting a multifaceted strategy aimed at advancing Russian influence on the continent. In recent years, Prigozhin's actions in Africa have sparked intense debate and concern among Western governments, international organizations, and analysts. The intricate interplay between economic interests, political ambitions, and strategic maneuvers has given rise to a complex narrative that merits exploration. This paper delves into the reported interests and activities of Yevgeny Prigozhin in Africa, shedding light on the multifarious avenues through which he and his associated entities have sought to exert influence, access resources, and establish a foothold on the continent. From the controversial operations of the Wagner Group, a private military company believed to have ties to Prigozhin, to the alleged election meddling and disinformation campaigns, Prigozhin's engagements have raised profound questions about the nature of Russian influence and power projection beyond traditional domains. Moreover, his reported involvement in various sectors, including resource extraction, energy projects, and humanitarian efforts, presents a paradoxical blend of economic opportunism and strategic maneuvering. As the international community grapples with the implications of Prigozhin's activities, it becomes essential to unravel the layers of this intricate puzzle. What are the motivations driving his reported interests in Africa? How do these actions align with broader Russian foreign policy objectives? What are the potential consequences for African nations and the global geopolitical landscape? These questions underscore the need for a comprehensive examination of Prigozhin's activities, offering insights into the dynamics that continue to shape Africa's evolving role in the world stage. Prigozhin's reported interests and activities in Africa. Yevgeny Prigozhin, a Russian businessman often dubbed Putin's chef due to his catering ventures and close ties to the Russian government, has been associated with various interests and activities in Africa that have garnered international attention and raised concerns among Western governments. Prigozhin's activities on the African continent are believed to be part of his broader strategic goals, which include expanding Russian influence, securing access to valuable resources, and promoting his private military company, the Wagner Group. Resource extraction and energy projects. Prigozhin's ventures in Africa have reportedly included resource extraction and energy projects. For instance, he has shown interest in the Central African Republic's CAR, diamond and gold mining industry. His companies have also explored opportunities in the energy sector, including oil and gas exploration. Private military involvement. One of the most controversial aspects of Prigozhin's activities in Africa is his alleged connection to the Wagner Group, a private military company known for its involvement in conflicts in Ukraine and Syria. The Wagner Group is believed to have deployed mercenaries to various African countries, including Sudan and Libya, to support the interests of the Russian government. These mercenaries are often involved in providing security, training, and tactical support to local factions or governments aligned with Russian interests. Election meddling and disinformation. Prigozhin's entities are also suspected of engaging in election meddling and spreading disinformation in African countries. This is reminiscent of Russia's tactics in other regions, such as Europe and the United States. The goal appears to be influencing political outcomes in ways that align with Russian objectives or disrupt Western influence. Business ventures and influence peddling. Prigozhin's extensive network of companies and organizations has been linked to various business ventures across Africa. These ventures range from media outlets to mining companies. The strategy behind these ventures is often twofold: securing access to valuable resources while also gaining influence over local governments and political dynamics. Support for authoritarian regimes. Prigozhin's activities in Africa have been associated with providing support to authoritarian regimes and leaders. These alliances serve the dual purpose of advancing Russian interests and maintaining stability in regions where Russia seeks to exert influence. Humanitarian and development efforts. Prigozhin's companies have also engaged in humanitarian and development efforts in Africa. However, these efforts have been met with skepticism, as they are seen as potentially serving to further Russia's political and economic interests rather than providing genuine aid. It's important to note that many of these reported activities have raised concerns among Western governments and international organizations. Accusations of interference in sovereign states, spreading disinformation, and supporting armed conflict have led to criticism and calls for investigations. However, Prigozhin and the Russian government have denied many of these allegations, characterizing them as part of a broader anti-Russian narrative. In conclusion, Yevgeny Prigozhin's reported interests and activities in Africa reflect a combination of strategic, economic, and political motives. While some of his ventures may genuinely aim to contribute to local development, the broader context suggests that his activities align with Russia's attempts to expand its influence and counter Western dominance in the region. The extent and impact of these activities continue to be subjects of debate and investigation within the international community.